Hey guys, so I was just getting into that, and then I love that music. Hi guys, so tonight in the Corona special, I thought we'd go ahead and do another radio episode because, quite frankly, no one's commented on anything. One of my mates did. He said do another radio one, so that's what we're going to do tonight. I've had a bit more time today to sort of prepare it, so hopefully it might go all right. You never know your luck. I'm going to start. Basically, what I've done is I've prepared a couple of videos. There's this thing called a PiStar. Sorry, not really that prepared. There's this thing called a PiStar. Now, what a PiStar does is it's a little tiny device. Well, you'll see in the video. And it connects to the internet. And then you can broadcast to it from an amateur radio in the digital mode. It sends that audio through the internet to another PiStar, which then transmits it out either to a repeater, so you can broadcast across another country, or to another PiStar to someone else's shack and broadcast into their radio. And what it does, you've got a radio either end, and it puts the internet in between, so you can talk longer distances using a digital mode. And the audio quality is better, and it's it's virtually a guaranteed signal from one end to the other. A lot of people don't like it because it all depends on how much internet you like in your radio, effectively. Some people in amateur radio, they're not interested. They just want to do antenna to antenna communication. Sorry, I'm running the teeth in for the dog. So a lot of people don't like this, but in this day and age, where amateur radio, without these new things coming along, quite frankly, a lot of it would be dead. Now, one thing that this is brilliant for, and it kind of isn't obvious to start with, because if you go into it, when you get older, a lot of people in amateur radio are of an aging generation. And they move into care homes, sadly, and they can't put an antenna up because it's not really their house. But they can have an internet. Most care homes these days have an internet connection. And these PiStars allow you to communicate around the world and keep going in the hobby without the need to have massive antennas up outside. Sorry, I can't get my hair cut because everything's shut and I'm feeling a bit like a teen heartthrob. Anyway, let's roll the video and you can see me building it. I thought tonight we'd build this little kit. It comes from China. And basically what this does is it allows... So my radio, the one we showed last night in the live stream, will talk to this bit of kit. This thing will connect to the internet via wireless and allow us to talk to people via the internet, via radio, across the globe. So I thought we'd put it together and plug it in and try it out and see how we get on. So here we go. Right, so it's ever so easy to construct this. A little bit harder with the camera in the way. We'll have that bit in there. Trying to do this so you guys can see it. Pretty straightforward. This one here just has little connectors on the back that just mate up. Let's flick that over. So they just mate up with those and push down. Well, look, we've got that one misaligned there. That won't work. There we go. Right, so that's better. So that's all aligned. So this bit gets a little bit tricky. So we have to get this standoff in this gap. I think once we get the screw in it, it'll be easier. There we go. We'll bolt that one down. Click. Can we do the same trick this side? Oh, come back. Don't worry about the virus on this, because this obviously did come from China. I've had it many months. Been meaning to do this for quite a bit of time. There it goes. In we go, ham-fisted all over the place. Quick. So that's that bit. This little cover should just go over the top and clicks into place. So that just goes in the side into the little reader. I have pre-configured the card. We'll plug in the power, and what should happen is this is starting to boot now. It's reading from the card in the side, which is acting like the hard disk. There we go. So that now means that that is up and running. So what we'll do is we'll get that onto the main bench, and we'll see what we can do in the live stream with the radio and see who we can talk to. Perhaps we'll get a few people on. So there we go, guys. That was me building that little PiStar. I'm just going to run another quick video now, which will take you through some of the software settings and the way you set these things up, this little hotspot up. So we'll roll that video now, and then we're going to get on and actually go live on the radio. We'll do the parrot first, so you can see that working. And then we'll go on and see if we can actually talk to some real people. You never know your luck. So I thought I'd just quickly show you the configuration of this PiStar hotspot. So we'll go to the IP address. And so in here, this bit here is the dashboard. It shows you what's going on with the PiStar. So you can see the digital error rate and whether it came in via the internet or via RF, which is radio frequency. Here we've got the type of RX, so it's set to ACU System Fusion. That's the only one I have enabled through this PiStar. The transmit frequency that the PiStar is going to transmit on, which is 433.850, and the receive frequency, which is 434.4500. Excuse me. So we're going to the configuration. So here we are. We have an MMDV host, which is the type of hardware that we're using. It's half duplex, so we set it to the duplex repeater. The ACU System Fusion mode is the only one that's enabled. And we have the name of the hotspot. So this one is called PiStar 2. I do actually have another one that I use. My call sign, which is the node call sign. So what this means is that this PiStar will only respond to my radio. So if anybody else tries to access the radio, it won't allow it access the hotspot. It won't allow them to. When I key my radio up in digital mode, the first thing it sends is my call sign. And the PiStar listens out for that call sign and will only respond if it's what it's expecting. Again, you can set the frequency of the receive and the transmit for the PiStar. We've got the longitude and latitude, which is GPS coordinates. Not particularly accurate, but it gets you into the right town, which is Toaster, where I'm based, where my radio shack is. So we'll move further down. Node type is private because it's only for my use. And when we start up, we're going to start talking to the parrot. Now, the parrot is basically a channel on ACU System Fusion. So when I send an over, which is a transmission to the parrot with audio, so I speak to the parrot then repeats that back to me once I've dekeyed my radio, so I can listen in to exactly what I sound like. In fact, I'll demonstrate that in a minute when we look at the live demonstration. So dashboard access is private. Everything else is, so the SSH access is private. Here's our wireless LAN information. So we've just connected it up to our wireless LAN. As you can see, the from the packet information here, that is pretty low usage on your Wi-Fi. So if you're concerned about wireless access, don't be. You can use these PiStars from a mobile, tethered to a mobile phone in your car, if you so wish. You can set the username. So in this case, mine is PiStar, and that's just the administrative password. You can change that there. So there really isn't much to these. There's an update section. You can adjust the power, but it's limited to 500 milliwatts, I think it is. In fact, let's just check. Oh, no, sorry. Power is to restart the system or reboot it if you need to. And then we're back to the dashboard. So there really isn't much to these PiStar hotspots. They're just a Raspberry Pi in a box with a little hat on that gives it radio functions. Anyway, let's go back to the studio and back to the live broadcast. And we will see what's going on and who we can talk to. So there we go, guys. That's building the hotspot. Oh, good squeeze. Oh, excuse me. Let me have a swig of coffee. Can you tell we're back to being live? So that's building the hotspot, configuring the hotspot, just the little things that you need to do to get it up and running. So let's switch across to ACU Cam, which should be that one. Dun, dun, dun. So here we are. We are now on ACU Cam. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to bring up the what's called the F menu. See, okay, let's just run through this. So on here, we've got what's called a waterfall display, which shows you the band conditions, so it'll look a megahertz either side, I think it's set to, of the main frequency. So you can see if there's anything else going on in the band. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to access the digital menu. You can see up here that this is set to C for FM, which is the digital mode. So we press the F button. And then we've got this sexy X button, which we will press. And you'll see what's going to happen when I press that. You'll see the radio transmit. A few seconds later, you're going to see the hotspot come back to the radio to say, hello, yes, I've received your call sign. You're authorized. I'm a hotspot. This is my channel I'm on. Talk through me. So here we go. There's the transmit. There's the receive. And we're now connected to the hotspot. So that is now picking up on the hotspot. And you can see that it's 2E0YLP, the repeater, and I'm talking to the room which is called Parrot, which is the Parrot system. So let me just make sure that the ACU audio is on. I'm now going to send a quick over to the Parrot and then you'll hear that come back. So 2E0YLP, talking through the Parrot. This is a test. This is a test only.
2E0YLP, talking through the Parrot. This is a test. This is a test only.
So you can hear that sounds very digital, and that's just a function of the way that the hotspot deals with the audio. To be fair, even when you talk ACU radio direct to another ACU radio in digital format, it compresses the audio, and that's why it sounds a little bit funny. So what we're going to do now is we're going to use the radio system here to drive the hotspot into another room, and the room that I'm going to pick is the America link, which is actually quite busy, so we've got a good chance of catching somebody in there. So the way we do that is we press search and direct. Now, because I know the number, I can just key that in, so it's 89804. I've got it written down next to me, and then enter. That's going to broadcast to the hotspot. And then in a few seconds' time, that should come back to us and say, okay, we're now in that room. Oh, offline error. You can tell we're live, can't you? So search and direct. ID 89804. Perhaps I keyed it in wrong. I must have keyed it in wrong. My fault. I'll review that on the live stream and see where I cocked up. So let's now put a call out. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to talk to everybody that's in this room, and currently there are 497 active nodes. Obviously this is live, so look, if somebody comes back and then you do occasionally get a few silly people, so we'll put a call out and we'll just see if there's anybody around. So here we go. 2E0YLP, United Kingdom station on LiveStream. Is anyone available to give me a quick report back? That's absolutely typical.
2E0Y LP. This is VA3KR. You are 5'9".
Yeah, VA3 FKR. This is 2E0YLP. United Kingdom station returning. Yeah, we're actually on a live stream at the moment, so thank you very much for coming back to the call. I'm just doing a quick demonstration of a PiStar hotspot. Whereabouts are you based? I don't recognise the. I don't immediately recognise the call sign.
VA3FKR. I'm located in eastern Ontario, Canada, near the Quebec border.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, I did think that VA was a Canadian call sign, so yeah, thank you very much. You've got Rupert this way, and I'm actually currently live streaming direct to YouTube doing this demonstration. And the channel there is just Rupes. So if you fancy looking yourself up on there, you'll hear yourself directly on our live stream tonight. Thank you very much for coming back to the call. What's your operator name there, please?
My personal name is Pete. I'm located, like I said, near the Quebec border, about 100 kilometers south of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada's capital, next to the St. Lawrence Seaway.
Yeah, Victor Alpha 3, Foxtrot Kilo Romeo. Thank you very much. I'm going to leave it there because that's perfect for our demonstration. Thank you very much for that. I really do appreciate the call for you coming back to the call, and I wish you the very best day possible. Take care. 73s for now.
73 to you, Victor Alpha 3, Foxtrot Kilo Romeo, monitoring.
Wow, there we go, guys. Direct into Canada with very, very little effort, thanks to the internet. So that's rather a pleasing little demonstration. Anyway, guys, that's all I've got for you tonight. No, it's not, because, are you ready for this? I have spent today doing a new outro. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you'd be so kind. See, I've finally got the hang of it. It's only taken me, what, about 6 months? Anyway, guys, thanks. Take care. Bye-bye.